Hey guys, gonna do a collection video for you. I've gotten a couple of requests from a few people to do this video, so I figured I'd just have a little fun with it, do it. Right now I'm keeping all of my knives in this big Rubbermaid tackle box thing I've got below me. Hopefully you can see it. I'm looking down at the computer, so I can't really see that well. But yeah, that's basically just been what I'm keeping them in, trying to keep everything cleaned up a little bit. Don't like leaving my knives everywhere, but I do it sometimes just because I forget. My collection's fairly small at the moment just because I've recently gotten back into knife collecting. Before I mostly just owned like a lot of the wall hanger stuff you'd find at the flea market, and really I started getting into quality knives and learning about different brands and everything I don't know, probably like a year ago. So I've started collecting based on that, and I've got a few good old knives that I had before, and I guess I'll just show you guys what I've got so far. First knife I pulled out of the box. This is how I'm doing it. I'm just grabbing a random one and talking about it a little bit. Just classic Rapala knife. Nice detailing on the sheath. For those of you that aren't familiar with Rapalas, they're just great, famous fillet knives. Actually, in my family, nobody calls it a fillet knife. It's always a Rapala knife. No matter what brand of fillet knife, they're all Rapalas. But Rapalas are great. If you'd like, just drop a comment below on any of these that you'd like to see a review on that I haven't done. I could go into little mini reviews on all of these, but that would just take a lot of time. And your time's valuable, so I'm not just going to talk on for about an hour on just random knives I have. But yeah, just classic Rapala, wooden handle, leather sheath. You can get these at Walmart. They carry them just about anywhere that there's a sporting goods section, so it's that one. This next knife, I don't generally collect just based on a collectability factor with the knife. Usually for me it's a combination of quality and just cool factor because everybody likes something cool. This one is one of those that's a mix of both, but it's meant to be a collector's piece. So it's the Bear & Sons. It's a Skinner they released for the North American Hunting Club. See the detailing on the blade. Beautiful elk handle, elk horn. Full tang, razor sharp. It's a great knife. I'd actually like to get a Bear & Sons that isn't meant to be a collector's piece, so I could actually use it for my hunting tasks. That one cost about $100. I would give you a price on the Rapala, but I really can't tell you right off. Another knife that's mainly just for collectability, but it's in my collection for some sentimental value as well, is this one. It's a handmade sort of Bowie style knife that my dad picked up at a flea market when I was a little kid. I remember him bringing it home and just thinking it was the coolest thing in the world. Whoever did a pretty good job too. I sharpened it a little bit. It's got a not razor edge, but I mean, I don't use the knife, so I don't really see a point in keeping a razor edge on it. But no idea on the steel, know how much he paid for it. Got some beautiful wood etching on the handle, little brass guard. And the sheath is what's really great about it. Look at that. It's got that nice dragon carving on it. What's really impressive about it, though, is that it's one piece of wood. I have no idea how the maker did that, but yeah, it's just It's a nice looking knife. It's just a cool little piece to have in my collection. Let's see. Next one I grab. Ooh. New to my little world. Soon to be reviewed, actually. The Kershaw Crown. God, it's just a beautiful knife. I won't get into specs. I'll save that for the review. But I love this knife. Extremely affordable. I got this for $10 at Walmart. Yeah. Gorgeous black micarta handle. I'm not going to get into it because it'll turn into a full review, but you will see that one in the project fairly soon. Previously reviewed Cold Steel Spartan. Touched the blade up with my sharpening setup, so now it's back to it's sharper than it's been. It's as sharp as it's been since I got it. Hold on a second, the TV's cut back on. I'll shut it off. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I've put it back to its almost factory edge sharpness. And again, this is just one of my favorite knives of all time. $55 in most places, so great buy for the money. Built like a tank. If you want to know more about it, watch the review. So just blind grab. Oh, another one that's got deep sentimental value for me. Gerber Gator, plain edge. Difficult knife to sharpen, but I put a good razor edge on it last night. This knife, it's special to me because I remember when I was little, my dad carried a Gerber Gator with the serrations on it, and I just thought it was awesome. So one day when I was older, he just gave me this one. He found it at a pawn shop, and it's just been in my collection ever since. Great grip on it. I'll do a review on it later also. Yeah, Gerber Gator. Retails for about $40, I believe. Street price around $20 at flea markets or whatever. I actually got this one for $5. He got this one for $5 at a pawn shop. So, well worth the money. It's a great knife to have. Let's see. Oh, here's one that I am extremely proud of. See if you can get it on the Cold Steel Twistmaster Carbon 5. Carbon 5 is a steel that they used to work with in a lot of their kukris and other things. The company that made it went out of business, so every knife in Carbon 5 was discontinued. This one was also offered in AUS 8, but I believe it was offered in AUS 8 at least. I could be wrong. But I got this knife for $6. Discontinued, high quality, cold steel knife. $6. Man, I love it when I can just luck out like that. These retailed for about $40, I think, whenever they first were out. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's just a great knife. That Carbon 5 sharpens up like, oh my god, it's just sharpens up like a dream. It's a great knife. Interesting locking mechanism, but if I do a review on it, I'll show that. Let's see. Ooh, one of my favorites definitely will be reviewed. Buck Whitetail Hunter Collector's Knife. Even though it's classified as a collector's piece, I carry this knife quite a bit. Razor sharp, just beautiful knife. It's got that nice like class to it, you know. It's a beautiful knife, but it's not too fancy. It's nothing that you'll begrudge yourself for carrying out into the woods. You got the buck etched into the blade right there, which I think is really cool. But yeah, this one, not sure how much it cost. Do a little bit of research on it. It's just a great knife. If you can find one, it's well worth the money. I can guarantee that. Um, ooh, new one. You saw me do an attempted cut test with it. The Gerber profile. Great edge on it. Contrary to what the video might have you think. But it's a great knife, great ergonomics, fits in the hand well. I'll revisit it. This knife was about $20 at Walmart. Great knife, highly recommended. Especially for a fixed blade EDC, and I intend on doing a video in the near future about EDCing fixed blades. Let's see here. Oh, next thing I got. This knife is one of my all-time favorites. It's just an iconic knife. And to me, whenever I hear the name Buck Knives, this is what I think of. The very loved Buck 119A. God, I can't say enough good things about this knife. This knife, it's one of my all-time favorites, bar none. And I will do a very good review on it. Try to do it justice. This knife retails for about somewhere between like $45 and $60 most places. I actually got it for free. It was a gift from my cousin. He just gave it to me. Said he had more than one and he knew that I liked it, so he gave it to me, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, this knife, you will definitely see it again in the project. It's one of my just all-time favorites. Oh boy. Not really a knife per se, but boy does it have some history to it. Smith & Wesson Bullseye Hatchet. I might do a review on it, I might not. I've got a bad history with this knife. I'm sorry, with this hatchet. See that scar on my knuckle? This did it. Right there. Working with my dad, almost cut it off. Took 11 stitches. I'm sorry, took 10 stitches. I got another extra stitch whenever they were cutting my bandages off and sliced my hand open with the scissors. But yeah, it's a fairly good hatchet. I think it retails for about $20, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it's a pretty decent knife. I'm sorry, hatchet. God, hatchet. Pretty good tool. Hatchet, not knife. Hatchet. Okay, anyway, that's enough about that. This knife right here, one that I really love and that I'll do a lot of talking about, is the Winchester. Little Winchester fixed blade. I don't really know a model on it, but I carry this knife in my tackle box usually just because it's an inexpensive knife, so that if it gets lost, I'm not out a $50 knife. But it gets the job done. You can put a great edge on it. It just holds up really well. It's good looking, and the sheath isn't that great just because it's Velcro and my dog chewed it up. But yeah, highly recommended. Not really sure how much they cost. I think I saw them somewhere for maybe like $10, probably a little less. Anyway, Walmart carries most of the Winchester knives. Previously reviewed, Cold Steel, Scimitar Spike. Love this knife. Love it, love it, love it. I got this for a gun show for $34. You can probably find it for less than that online. $45 directly from Cold Steel. Also, previously reviewed, Kershaw trimmer. I think for any of the ones that I've already talked about, I'm not really going to talk about price. But yeah, great knife. Well loved. well honed also. This